A professional artist punches a famous critic in the face. His punishment? Exile to a remote Japanese island full of nosy neighbors and a chaotic 6-year-old girl. This is the story of how losing everything taught him how to live. Seishuu Handa is a prodigy with a fragile ego. When a curator calls his calligraphy unoriginal, he snaps. His father exiles him to the rural Goto Islands to find himself. Handa expects a quiet retreat, but what he gets is a broken-down house and zero privacy. The city boy lands in a world that operates on a different frequency, setting the stage for a massive, hilarious culture shock he is not prepared for. The agent of that shock is Naru, the show's undisputed heart. This energetic 6-year-old crawls into his life and simply refuses to leave. She isn't just a cute sidekick. She is the force of nature that shatters Handa's isolated world. She drags him on adventures, teaches him island slang, and shows him an unfiltered joy he's never known. Without her, Handa would have just sulked in his house for the entire season. Barakamon's magic lies in its unhurried pace. An entire episode can be about catching a beetle or watching a sunset. Some call this slow, but they're missing the point. The show forces you, along with Handa, to disconnect and appreciate the beauty of simply existing. It's a powerful statement against our modern obsession with constant productivity. It's not about achieving. It's about learning how to just be, and that is its greatest strength. The island is brought to life by its unforgettables residents. Miwa and Tamako, the middle schoolers who use Handa's house as a clubhouse, and Hiroshi, the teen struggling with his future. They constantly invade Handa's privacy, but they also fix his boiler and bring him food. It's not just a cast of quirky sidekicks. It's a beautiful depiction of a tight-knit community that forces our isolated hero to finally connect with other people. For a show about inner peace, Barakamon is hilariously funny. The comedy comes from Handa's complete inability to cope with rural life. His city boy sensibilities clash with island logic, leading to priceless overreactions. Whether he's terrified of a bug failing to drive a tractor or getting roped into a mochi-throwing festival, his suffering is our entertainment. The voice work for Handa is phenomenal, capturing his journey from proud artist to flustered man-child. Beneath the comedy is a profound story about artistic rediscovery. Handa arrives with perfect technique but no soul in his work. On the island, inspiration comes not from books, but from life itself. He watches Naru trying to climb a wall, and it inspires a new character. The moment he carves Star on the beach with a driftwood brush is his turning point. He finally stops copying masters and starts creating art that is truly his own. Handa's growth is one of the most rewarding character arcs I've seen. He starts as a petulant, spoiled adult, arrogant, socially inept, and quick to anger. Through his interactions with the villagers, especially Naru, he slowly learns humility and patience. He doesn't become a completely different person, which makes it believable. He's still awkward, but he's a version of himself that can accept help, laugh at his failures, and value people. Is it a perfect show? Not quite. The storyline with Handa's rival, Kanzaki, feels a bit rushed and resolves too cleanly for my taste. Also, if you need a grand finale, Barakamon might leave you wanting more, as it ends very quietly. But for me, that's not a bug, it's a feature. Life doesn't have neat endings, and this show understands that sometimes the journey itself is the entire point. Ultimately, Barakamon is a healing anime, and it earns that title. It's a comforting hug in the form of a TV show, perfect for when you're feeling burnt out or cynical. It reminds you that it's okay to slow down, rely on others, and find joy in the simple things. If you're looking for something that will leave you smiling and feeling better about the world, I can't recommend this enough. Before we finish, a quick look at the production. Released in 2014 by Studio Kinema Citrus, Barakamon is a wonderful adaptation of Satsuki Yoshino's manga. Across its 12 episodes, director Masaki Tachibana perfectly balances comedy with heartfelt moments. The art style is soft and expressive, beautifully capturing the lush landscapes of the Godo Islands and the vibrant characters. It's a masterclass in how a simple story can be elevated by thoughtful direction and animation. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this look at Barakamon, please leave a like and consider subscribing to Top Screen Tales for more reviews. My question for you is, what anime, film, or series do you watch when you need to relax and unwind? Let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll cover it next.